Hello everyone, my name is Brian. As I promised in the last video that in this video, the second video, we will be going straight into word processing using Microsoft Word Office 2019. Therefore, welcome to this video today. We are going actually to talk about the practical part of computers beginning with Microsoft Word. And so, my dear viewer, you cannot use Microsoft Word if you don't know how to use the keyboard, because it is the keyboard which you'll use to key in maybe values, maybe to key in maybe letters. I mean, in typing you'll have to use the keyboard, and so you must know how to use the keyboard for you to actually use Microsoft Word. Okay, so let me just introduce you to the keyboard. First of all, we know some of the keys on the keyboard, then we can proceed and get started with Microsoft Word. Okay, so this is just an example of these keys. You can see here we have escape key, we have function keys, we have backspace, we have navigation and editing keys, we have numeric keypad, we have directional keys, we have control key, we have Windows key, Alt key. And these ones we can actually summarize them using four categories of keys, whereby we have the alphanumeric, control keys, function keys, navigation keys, and numeric keys. So let's begin with alphanumeric keys, and these are actually letters, numbers, punctuations, or symbols like we have the comma, the full stop, the question mark, which are here. Again, while we are talking about the alphanumeric keys, we can have letters like A, B, C to Z, together with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9, then 0. Okay, then control keys, these keys are used alone or in combination with other keys to perform certain actions. Of course, we are talking about control key. Control key is actually here and here and here. Then we have alt keys, which is here and here. Then we have shift keys, which is here and here. Then we have Windows key, which is here. So when we are saying that you can actually use them with other keys, we are saying that, for example, if you want to see the file explorer, you'll use Windows plus E. Then we want maybe to save a document, Control plus C. When maybe you want to paste, Control plus V. Okay. And then we have the function keys. These are used in specific tasks. They are labeled as F1, F2, F3 to F12. You'll find out that sometime when you are typing or you are using your computer, a command will come that press F1 for help, maybe. So those are actually function keys. They are here. We have F1 to F12 here, function keys. Then we have navigation keys. These keys are used for moving around in documents or web pages and editing text. They include arrow keys, home and page up, page down, delete, and insert. These keys are actually here. Like this one, directional keys, they can also be called arrow keys. As you can see here, we have a navigation editing keys here. Of course, you can have page down, page up, and so on. Okay, then we have numeric keypad. The numeric keypad, of course, keys are grouped together in a block like a calculator actually. So numeric keys are always here. You may have 0, 1 to 9. Then of course, like plus symbol, minus symbol, and maybe multiplication symbol. They are always here. And you need to note that you cannot use these numeric keys without activating them, and the way of activating them is actually by pressing the num lock, which is actually here. Okay, and another thing that I need you to know is that the delete key and the backspace key, the difference between the two. The backspace key is actually here, and then the delete key is always also just around here. Okay, So delete key is used to delete values going to the right side, and backspace is actually used to delete keys or values going to the left side of the screen. Okay, so after knowing how to use the keyboard, actually we need to know how to get started with Microsoft Office Word. Okay, how to open Microsoft Word program so that you can now begin to type in your maybe document, your paragraphs and sentences. Okay, so I'm just going to use my computer to show you, and I know wherever you are you will be learning more from this. Okay, so let me just go to my desktop so that I can begin afresh to show you how you can actually get Microsoft Word. So I'll come here. I think you can see here at the corner right here. Here I'll press here at the start button, and then you'll see that these are the programs that I have installed in my computer. So I love to scroll down and look where Word is, and then I open it. Okay, so when I scroll down, I think it's here. So after locating it, I just double click on it so that it can now open for us to use it in typing and other editing stuff of Microsoft Word. So it is opening, actually, you can see. So we'll just have to give it time for it to open so that we can now begin to do different functions on Office Word. Okay, yeah, I think on the part of the keyboard, you need to do much practice so that you can be familiar with where the letters are and where the maybe keys are, page down where it is, control where it is, and other keys, the caps lock, how to use it, how to use the escape key and other keys on the keyboard. Okay, so this is the page immediately when I open Microsoft Word, Office Word program. And as you can see the home button, we have the new button, then you have the open button. Okay, so and here you can actually see the program that was the recently opened document. So you can see here blank space and some other templates here. Again, if I put at the new button here, you can actually see some other templates which you can see to maybe do your work. Maybe you want to design a calendar, you want to do your resume and other things, you can actually get them here. Then open, you can actually use this open button to open maybe a file. Come here and then you can actually navigate to maybe documents, and then you can just open those documents and do maybe editing or printing. So in our case, we want to open a new Word document because we need to begin afresh so that we can actually be familiar with Microsoft Office. So I'll actually come here at new button, I click there, then blank document, then I wait for it to open so that we can now begin our typing and so on. Okay, so we have already opened it. This is our page, and you can see let me put it this way so that you can actually see it very well. Okay, this is actually our page. Okay, this one is actually opened twice. Let me open it again so that you can be able to see it. Okay, this is now our document immediately when I open the blank document. As you can see this part here, this blinking, this is now the cursor. It indicates where you are, the position of the cursor at that particular time, so that if I type, for example, some words here, maybe my name is Brian, you can actually see the cursor is showing me where you can actually see where the cursor is. It shows me where the next word is going to appear. For example, if I want to insert some word here, I'll just click here so that the cursor comes there. Then I can actually continue typing, you know, and etc. Okay, so this is actually the cursor, and it locates where the next word is going to appear. Then as you can see here the scroll bars, whereby you can scroll down and up. Yeah, then when you look down here, you can see the different modes which you can view your, maybe your document. This one you can view it in read mode, this one is in print layout, then this one is on web layout. Then here you can see the zoom. You can actually zoom in and zoom out. You see that is zooming in, then this one is zooming out. Okay, then here you can actually see page navigation panel here, whereby when I click here, you'll be able to see pages. Maybe this one at the moment we only have one page, that's why it's only displaying one page. Then headings, maybe, of course at the moment we don't have any heading, that's why there is no heading coming here. Then when you look at the topmost part here, you can actually see whereby you can actually save your document very fast. This one is to undo. Maybe you did a mistake, you want to undo. And of course when I click here, you can actually see many other features. Then this one actually you can actually see many other quick maybe redo, drawing a table. These are just quick features which you can actually use in Microsoft Word. So friends, I need to at least type some paragraph here so that we can use this paragraph in order to make sure that we are doing some editing, some, you know, formatting and so on. Okay, so I can use maybe this function is equal to rand, then I do the brackets, and then I click let me see. I love some paragraph here. I don't think if you have seen that. Okay, let me just repeat that. Is equal to rand, then I put brackets there, then I just press the enter key. I love this paragraph. So I think from this paragraph we can use this paragraph to do the editing, to do the formatting and other stuff. Okay, but it is always advisable as a beginner, as someone who is learning Word, to actually type a paragraph by your own. Okay, like you can actually, this is computer lesson, and we are learning how to use Microsoft Word. Okay, you can actually type, and in typing make sure that you're using both your hands, the left side hand and your right hand in typing. Okay, so we can actually use this data or this paragraph in doing our editing stuff. Okay, and I need to teach you how to highlight a text, or you know, maybe a paragraph or a sentence and that. Okay, so the very simple way of highlighting your content is, maybe you put your cursor, for example, here, then I'll press in my, maybe my left, I'll hold my keyboard, or not my keyboard, sorry, my mouse, as I move the mouse so that I can actually highlight that text. Okay, let us try again. Maybe I want to highlight this paragraph. I'll come here, I put here my cursor, then I can hold down my the left button of my mouse, then I'll just move my mouse so that I can actually highlight this text. Then after highlighting this text, of course, you can now begin to do your editing and all that. So let us begin with this home key here. Okay, when I come to home here, you can actually see there are many things here which you can actually use to edit this document. Okay, so for instance, let me highlight the first this paragraph here. I said you just hold your mouse, your left button down, then you can just move your mouse. Then we have highlighted it, and then just leave it there so that we can actually do the editing. Then come at this home tab here. You'll actually see this other many things. This B is used to put your text into bold. This I is used to make this text be in italics. Then this U is used to make this text be in underline, to underline this text actually. Then this one is to just strike through, maybe lines to pass through the lines. Then this X base 2, this one is to put it into subscript. Then this one is used to put it in superscript. Let us try this once. Okay, we have already highlighted this one. So when I click on bold, you realize that now it is more, it is now in bold. Then I can actually remove that bold by going back here and removing the bold so that it becomes as it was normally. Okay, then maybe I put it in italics. You can see how it will appear. Italics. You see how it is somehow slanted. Okay, then for me to remove that slant, I'll just move it here so that it becomes in its normal state. Then underline, just come here and click on underline. This text will be in underline. Okay, then if I want to remove the underline, I'll just come here and click here. Okay, if I want to put some lines to strike through this text, I'll just come here and I'll press on this strike through button here. Then you can see there are lines which are passing through the lines. Okay, if I want, maybe let me remove it first. Like for example, I want to write 2 log, maybe 2 log 10, log 10 base 2 log of course 2 should be in base and then 10. So this one, I'll just come here and highlight these two. After highlighting these two, I'll come here at the home button, then I'll put it in subscript and it will appear that way. Okay, I think you are understanding. So that we'll have this these two being in like base 2 here. Like for example, you are writing maybe water, the sign for water, H2O. So if I want to put these two as a subscript, I'll just highlight these two, then I'll come here at the home button, then subscript that way, and it will appear that way. For example, I want to put 4 power 10, 4 power 10, 4 power 10. So I'll just come here and this 10, I'll put it so that it appears at the top. Okay, just come here at the home button, then here at the superscript, then it will go upside there and it will appear as a superscript. Okay, now let us proceed. These other functions here, you can see this one here. This one is actually used to increase font, and this one is used to reduce font. For example, if I have this document here, if I highlight this one here, then I come here at home button, then I click on this one, you can see it is increasing the font size. Then if I want to reduce, I'll just click here so that it reduces the font size. Okay, and then this after maybe increasing the font, I can also use this one to increase font, like this one 11, 12, 16, 18. This one is also used to increase font. Then I can also change the font type, whereby I'll just come here then I just click here so that I can have many other font types. Then like you see, this one is now Times New Roman, Courier New. You see, this one is Courier New, or Arial. That is how it appears. This is how it appears. This one is how it appears. So like for example, if I put it in this one, you see it will appear this way. Okay, then when we come here, you'll realize that there is this one. For example, I want maybe to put this paragraph, all of this paragraph into capitals, into uppercase. I'll just highlight it and then I'll come here, whereby I'll just click here, sentence case maybe, so that the beginning should at the beginning of the sentence we begin with a capital letter, lowercase putting everything to small letters, then uppercase putting everything to capital letters, and then this one you can just see capital each word, then toggle case whereby the first letter of a word is put into lowercase. So like for instance, if you want to change this one into capital letters, I'll just click here uppercase, then it will change to capital letters. Okay, then this one again we can actually format it in maybe many ways. Like for instance here, I can actually change this one so that it can appear more appealing to the eye. Like for instance, when I use this one, it will look that way. This one, it will look that way. This one, you can see, this one is actually used to format this data so that at least it may be more appealing to the eye. This one here, you can have this one here. Okay, you can have shadows like this one. You have, it appears in shadows. I think you can see how they are changing. Okay, shadows. Then maybe you can maybe have the outline, the shadow reflection. This one here, let me put this one. Okay, you can actually do that. Then again, you can actually go further and edit these ones just here at home, to maybe fill this data with maybe, you see, like yellow, this one is green. You just fill everything with this one. Okay, so that it will appear this way, to highlight actually. And maybe it's maybe you want to, for example, this matching, you want it to appear like a major point, so you can just highlight it this way. Then I come here, home, then I can actually highlight it this way. Okay, I think you can see how it has appeared. Then again, for example, I want this paragraph, this word, I want this word to appear maybe in red color or in blue color or any other color. I can as well come here and I can click here, different colors. This one, you see, like this one is gray, red, you see, yellow, green, okay, blue. Okay, like for this one is red. Okay, so you can actually change the colors of the text that is appearing there. Yeah, then we can now come to here. Maybe you are writing your document and you wanted maybe to put some data into maybe point form. Like for instance, this one, maybe you are naming things like maybe school, computer, laptop, printer. Then you want to name these ones as maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe you want to use bullets, like bullets. Maybe you can actually just highlight these ones, then come here, the home button. Then here you can actually see these ones, different bullets, like this one. It will appear in that bullet. Then you use this one, maybe this one, we have this one and this one, according to maybe that one which you see it's more appealing to your eye. And maybe you want to name it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on. You can actually just highlight this and come here home. Then this one is numbering here. You can see you can actually number it at 1 2 3 4 5. Use this one as A B C D, okay, as Romans, according to how maybe you like your document to appear. Okay, thank you. Then the position of this data, maybe, or this text here. For example, I want this maybe school computer, laptop, and printer to appear at the center of this page. I can just actually come. Actually, this one is aligning. You want maybe to align it in the center, left or right. I can actually just come here and highlight this one. Then I come to home here. Then maybe this one is for center. You want to align it to center. It will go to center. You can see. Maybe I want it to go to the right. Okay, just click here. It will go to the right. Then I want to go to the left. This one, it will just go to the left, or maybe justified. Okay, thank you. Then this one is line spacing. The space between one line and the other line. This is actually line spacing. Here it is here. Maybe 1, you want it to appear as 1, 1.15, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3. You can actually see the distance between the first line and the second line is actually increasing. Or as well, you can actually reduce that the space between the first line and the second line. Then indenting, you can actually indent this one. Maybe you want maybe this beginning word maybe to go somehow inside, so that it begins like maybe a paragraph. I'll just come here and maybe highlight this one. Then I'll go to home. Then I'll have to maybe use this one, increase maybe indent or reduce indent. Or you can even decide to maybe indent this whole paragraph like this one. I highlight it, then I'll come here, and then maybe this one is indent, decrease indent. This one is to increase indent. Let me increase indent. You realize that it is moving to the left, to the right side. And this one is actually to reduce the indent going to the left side. Okay, yeah. Okay, there are many other features here whereby you can use this one, borders, putting borders. You see at the top border, you can actually see it is changing there. You can see maybe if I put top border, you can actually see we have this border here which is coming here. Maybe I want to put this one here, putting borders there. I think this one is very clear. No borders, all borders. You can see how it appear. I think you can see how it is changing there. Outside borders, it will just capture the outside part of that paragraph. Okay, yeah. So another thing that we need to know here is that you can actually change the style of that paragraph. For example, let me use this paragraph here, just highlight it. Then I want to change the style of this paragraph. I just come here, home. Then here, I think you can see these ones. You can see how it is changing. That is how it has changed. You can see it is actually changing, you see, according to the style that you see it's good for you. Okay, this one is normal style. Then this one, no spacing. This one here, I think let us use this one. Yeah, so that is it. Okay, then let me see if there is any other thing that we need to see here. Okay, you can actually, maybe you have this document here and you need to find, or you want to find maybe some a word. You want to find it, you want maybe to replace that word, or you want to find it within that paragraph. You can actually use this this feature here, whereby you come here at the rightmost part, you can see here find. If I click on find, you'll see here whereby I can find, if for example I want to find the word maybe charts, I can just come here and type charts, okay, and it will highlight to me that this one is the word which I'm looking at. Then for example I want to look at the word maybe reading, I can just come here and type the word reading, okay, then it will show me the words reading within this particular document. Okay, so again, let me cancel this one. So you realize that actually you can also replace a word here, just here after finding you can replace, and you can also select. This one are used actually in editing. I think in this part at least you have known how to use the bold, italics, underline, strike through. This one is subscript, superscript, changing the font types, the font size, okay. This one is for lowercase, uppercase, and so on. This one changing styles, bullets. This one is for numbering, indentation. You use this one maybe to move away from the borders or near the borders. This one is actually for aligning. This one is for line spacing. This one is actually for borders, and this one is for styles, and this one is for finding, replacing, and selecting. Then another thing that you need to know is that you can actually copy a word. For example, maybe I have another list which I need to use these 3 words. Instead of typing them afresh, I can actually copy them and paste. Okay, to copy I can just select this one, all of this, maybe to this one here. Then I'll come here to home. You'll see here there is cut, copy, and paste. For example, I want to copy. If I copy, then I move, maybe I want to paste it here. I'll just come back here after copying. After pressing the copy button, I'll come and press the paste, and you'll see actually this text has actually come here. Okay, okay, after copying, whatever is here you can actually see it here. Then if I want maybe to undo what I have just done, I realize that maybe I have done a mistake and I want to undo what I have just done, I'll just come upside here and we'll see this one, undo. I'll press there and I'll have to undo. And maybe you want to cut this one maybe was not needed here, it was maybe supposed to come immediately after this particular point here. So I can just come here and highlight this, go back here at home, then I can cut, then come here and locate where I was supposed to put this one here, there. Then I can actually come back here and paste it there. Then this data will come here. Okay, I think from there we are together. Then I think there is no other thing which I need to explain from this home button. Then let us go to insert button. Insert button. At the insert button, you can actually do many things at the insert button. For example, you wanted to insert a table in this document. Okay, I wanted maybe to put some table here. I'll just come here to insert, then table. Okay, then I'll just click there. Then there'll be some options of putting that table inside here. You can actually insert a table. When you click on insert, you'll have to put the number of columns that you want, the number of rows, then auto fit behavior, maybe auto fit to contents, or fixed, or auto fit to windows. Then when you click on OK, that table will actually come and you have to enter in the values. Okay, yeah. Then again, when you want to insert maybe another page, a blank page, you just click here and a page will come at the bottom. Here it is. I have just inserted another page. Then another thing, maybe I want to insert a cover page, just click here. Then I can actually have a cover page. For example, these ones are the templates of maybe cover pages. So if I click, like for example this one, it will come as a cover page upside here. Then the other data will be down in the we'll have this cover page, then this other document which we had just put here. So we can also insert what, a page break. Maybe you wanted to number page 1 as Romans, then the other pages you wanted to number them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can actually use this page break. Then you wanted to insert maybe a picture, you just click there from this device or from online. For example, from this device I can just click there, then I can choose a picture from my maybe my computer here, desktop. Can choose a computer, not a computer, actually a picture which I want to insert here, like this one here. Then just insert, then a picture will actually come in. Here's the picture which I have just inserted here. Okay, thank you so much. Then another thing that we need to do, maybe inserting, you can have inserting shapes like this one here. You want to insert a rectangle, an oval, a triangle, or maybe this one here, an arrow. I can just, like a rectangle, just click on it. Then for example, I wanted to put this triangle. You'll realize that you can see how the cursor looks like, whereby it will enable you just hold your mouse and draw whatever you wanted to draw. Okay, then my rectangle will come here. Okay, and you can also insert maybe other shapes which you want. 3D models, you can actually insert them. Screenshots, okay, charts, you can actually insert them at this particular insert button. And then let us look at this one, maybe Wikipedia. You want to put some data from Wikipedia, from online. Maybe you can actually use this one. You want to insert an online video, you just click here and you have to bring in your online video. Maybe a link, you want to link this document to some other document somewhere, you just click here. Then you'll have to locate the link that you want to put. Okay, maybe like maybe this CFast program, you want to link it. Okay, just click it there, and then you put your link here, and you can actually later, this one is the link. Okay, so when I click this link, it will take me to where this document is actually. So I have just linked that document with this document. Okay, thank you. And then another thing that we need to know is how to insert bookmarks, cross references. Maybe your book, you want to reference a book, you can actually use this one. To insert comments, you can actually do that. A header, maybe at the top of the page, a header like this one here, put this one. Then I can actually put there, like for example, word processing, and I click enter. So this word, okay, let me look at this one. I'm just trying to input a header. So when I click here, I typed here word processing. You'll realize that each page will be having that word processing. You see this page as word processing as a header. When you move down, this one is also having word processing, but I just typed it in one page. Okay, again, you can insert footer, which is here. I can insert a footer like maybe here. This one is now the opposite of header, because this one goes downwards, like Word, Microsoft Word. So this one will appear in each and every page. Okay, so when you move up, for example, you see that it is here. You have Word there, Word, Microsoft Word. Also in the other pages, it will be having Microsoft Word at the bottom of that page. Okay, then another thing that you can insert is actually a text box. This one here, you can draw a text box and insert maybe your values like this one here. Then you can type in what you want maybe to type, and it will be very, very good. Okay, yeah, okay. Then you can also insert what? You can insert maybe, this one is format pre-formatted text, auto text. This one is to maybe insert word art. This one is maybe to insert questions, maybe question for doing maybe some mathematics. You can actually use this one. Then you can actually insert symbols from this particular place. Okay, let us go to design. Okay, how do you want your page to look like? Okay, yeah, you can have themes here, how you want your page to look like. Themes, this one you can use this one. It will change how the page looks like. You can come here, the page, you can actually change how your page is going to look like using this themes here. I think you can notice that there is change the moment I try to check these themes. See, this one has changed to yellow, this one to green, this one to this one to blue, and so on. Then again, you can actually insert colors and fonts, maybe paragraph spacing, how you want the paragraph from one paragraph to the other one, how you want it to be, the spacing between. You want to input watermark, for example. You can customize, like for instance, this one, do not copy, confidential, do not copy. Let me try this one, confidential. You realize that there is some text which is moving inside the page, which is on the background. That one is actually watermark. Then page color, you want to change the color of the page. Like for instance, you see this one here, you want it to be this way, maybe you want it to be gray, you want it to be yellow, and maybe blue. Okay, you can actually change this page color using this one here. Okay, yeah, I think that one is very clear. Then the design also, you can have page borders. Maybe yes, some people may like it when there are maybe lines. Others will like it like this one, this line here. I can just put it there. Then you'll see that there are lines at the margins. Then others maybe will use maybe flowers, Okay, others will use shadows, others will use maybe colors and so on. According to how you like it, you can just put it that way. Okay, I think that's all about design. Now let us look at this layout here. Layout, page layout. How do you want the layout of your your document to look like? Like this one, margins. How do you want the margins? Like this one, you want the margins to be maybe normal. This one, the margins to be very narrow, to be moderate, to be wide, to be mirrored, to be Office 2003 default. So the margins are actually this margin. I think margins, this one is very self-explanatory. Okay, then orientation, you want it to be portrait or to be landscape. You see, like this one, in default this one is at portrait, but when you put it to landscape it will be this way. You can see how it has already changed. This one is actually under the landscape orientation. Okay, under layout, again you can have the size of the page. How do you want the size to be? A letter, A4, A5, envelope, and etc. Then columns, for example, I want this paragraph from here to here to be in two columns. I just come here to layout, then columns, then I'll choose maybe 2 columns. You see, this one will change this one to 2 columns. You see, there is this first column on this side and this column on the other side. And again, you can change it maybe to 3 columns and maybe many other formats or columns which you want. But let me get it back to 1 column. Then another thing at the layout is indentation. How far the paragraph should be from the margins. Maybe this one here, I decide to increase the indentation like this one. You see, it is moving to the left. Then I can remove it, get it back to the right, and so on. Then spacing, you see, spacing from one paragraph to another one. You see, you can actually do it using this spacing tool. Okay, and the layout. Okay, so you can also align according to how align center, the middle, according to how you like your document to look like. Then let us go to referencing. Okay, referencing is here. You can actually add text, update table of contents. When you are writing maybe a book, you are doing a book, you can actually do table of contents. You can actually add footnotes. You can add endnotes, footnotes. You see, insert citation maybe of a book you are writing, maybe you use someone's work to do this one. You can actually insert cite the author of that book using this this feature. Then manage sources like APA. This one are actually used for referencing maybe someone's work. You can use this one to actually reference that work using APA system. Then insert captions. For example, you have maybe captions like, for example, let me insert maybe a table here. Insert a table like this table here. Let me carry this one. I want to have this table, for example, here, and I want to put down here so that it appears like table 1. I'll just come here to reference, then insert caption like this one. Instead of using figure, I use table, so that I put it table 1. Or maybe I can add other like students marks, students data, students table. Then when I put on OK, you'll see how it will appear. This one, I have actually put this tool which we call putting or inserting captions. You can insert table of figures. That one I think you know it. Referencing, then insert index, mark entry, and many others. Then mailings, of course, this one, start mail merge to mail merge. Put it as an envelope. You want maybe one document to be sent to 100 people. You will not need to type one document per person. You can actually just mail merge and send one document to many other people, whereby you will have to select recipients who are going to receive that document, and you send them once. Then you have review. At this review, spelling, for example, let me show you here. For example, I wanted to write the word school, but okay, let me do this. The word school. Then by mistake, I added a D at the end of that word, so that this word is not recognized by this Word, Microsoft Word. So I'll actually just come here and highlight it this way and go to review and spelling and grammar. You'll see it is written here that not in dictionary. It is not in dictionary. Then they suggest for you, like you can use school or schooled or schools. But instead of coming this long process, you can actually just come here, then you right click, then you'll have to choose the word which you want: school, school, schools, or maybe add to dictionary, or add to autocorrect, or ignore. This one is very simple. For instance, this one, if I wanted school, I can just come and put this one and it will change that way. Okay, these ones are actually the features which you call proofreading features. After you are through with your Word document, then you decide to go through your work to make sure that everything is very okay. You can also use thesaurus, looking at the synonyms, you can translate language, add comment, track changes, show markup, accept previous, next, compare, restrict editing. When you restrict editing, that means that someone will not be able to edit that. Someone will not be able to edit that document. Then view here, you will have to put it in read mode. Of course, I talked about these modes: read mode, print, preview, print, layout, and then web. You can actually see them here. You have the outline, the draft, immersive reader, and then we have many other tools here. Then let us look at this one, the ruler. If you want to see the ruler, so that you be sure with what you are, with the dimension you are using, you can actually click here and you'll be able to see the ruler. Here is now the ruler up here, whereby you can actually reduce the margins, or you can also increase the margins as you wish. Then you can actually also view the grid lines. If I click here, you'll be able to see some grid lines inside here, which will not be looking very good. So let us just deactivate it. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, of course, using this view. You can do one page, multiple pages, page width, new window, arrange all, split, switch to windows, macros, properties, and so on. Then help here, you can actually maybe contact support. Maybe you are having a problem with the Word, and show training, help, all those you can actually get them here. So after doing this this document, you'll need to save it. Okay, and now there are two ways of saving a document. We have the tool called Save As, and we have the Save. Save As, let me just type it down here so that you can know what I'm talking about. How to save a document. Okay, so number one, you can have a save as, then number two, you can have just save. Okay, so save as, this one is used when used when saving at the first time, and this one is used when you are saving an existing document. Okay, so for instance, this document is a new document. We want to save it for the first time. So the very easiest way of saving this document is just coming here at file. I think you can see this one. Click on file, then you'll see save as here. Then you'll have to click save as. Then where do you want to save it? To this PC, where maybe desktop. Then after clicking there, you'll be able to see this one. Then we'll need to put the file name, or the title of the file name, or the name of the document that you want to save. When this one is Microsoft Word trial. Okay, then you just click on save. Okay, so it is already saved, and to prove that, you can actually come here to the desktop and you'll see that document is actually here. Like this one here is this document is actually here, Microsoft Word trial. It is already saved here, whereby you can come and open it here. Like I can open it that way, then it will just open up and I'll be able to view it here. Okay, here it is. So let us proceed. I said that we have save as and we have save. For example, now that you have saved it for the first time, maybe you come and open it another time or another day and you continue maybe adding some content like my day was so good. I enjoyed playing football. Then you need to save it again. So this one will not do save as because we already saved it at the first time. At this particular point we are just saving it. So you'll just come here, file, and then save, and our document will be already saved. So the last thing that I want to teach you, friends, is that how to print a document. Now that we already have this one here, we will need to print it. So you'll just come here to file, and then you will see you look for a print option. This one, it is here. And before you print, you need to preview how your document is looking like. Like for instance, if you preview this one of ours, this is how it looks like. This one is page 3. This one is page 2. I think you can see here. You can use this one to see the pages. This one is page 2, and when you move up, this one is page 1. Okay. So we, after previewing and knowing that everything is very okay, the margins are okay, everything is just okay, what we'll need to do is now come here and look at how many copies do you want to print. This may be 1, 4, 10, or what. You can just type here, maybe 10. Then the type of printer that you are using, you'll just come here and actually choose the printer that you are using. Then you have here printer properties. Under printer properties, you will have to see these settings here. Okay, printer properties, you'll see, do you want to print as black and white, or you want to print it as colored? Okay, so you'll just come here and maybe black and white, or you can decide to print colored. Okay, then you just click okay. Then do you want to print the all pages? You can just come here, and maybe you want maybe first page only, page 5 only, but in this case maybe you want the whole pages to be printed. Then print on one side or print on both sides. You can just come here, then other settings, like maybe later, you want to print it as later, or A4 or A5. You can just come here, or envelope. Then here normal margins, or maybe you want moderate or narrow margins. Then you have maybe landscape or portrait. Then after doing all that, whatever you just need to do is okay. After you have put these settings, you looked at the copies, number of copies, or rather, you just need to click on print. When you click on print, it will be able to print immediately what you are actually doing. So my computer at the moment is not connected to the printer, but I think if you just click on print, it will be able to print this document. So friend, thank you for watching this video. I think you've known how to use Microsoft Word, and I know you will not have any problems using Microsoft Word 2019, using Office 2019. See you in the next class. In the next class, we shall be looking at Microsoft Excel, how to make spreadsheets. You won't miss this one. My name is Brian Osieku. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you next time. Goodbye.